Hello children, welcome to fourth video of history lesson 1 Nationalism in Europe. In this video, after the decline of Napoleon Bonaparte regime in 1815, a new conservative government came to power. And see, the European government adopted the idea of conservatism. Children, do you know the meaning of conservatism? Okay, let's see what is conservatism. Conservatism stands for the preservation of traditional institution of state. Traditional institution refers to old institution and society such as monarchy, the churches, social hierarchies and family along with the modern changes introduced by Napoleon. So children, conservatism as a political ideology arose after the defeat of Napoleon in 1815 at the Battle of Waterloo. The conservative regimes, how they work, what policy they adopted, what they want. Let's see how they were. Conservatives were autocratic. Second, they were intolerant to criticism and dissents. Third, adopted the censorship of press for curbing the liberal ideals. Last point, if you see, discourage any question that challenge their legitimacy. Let's see all these points in details. First point, children, if you see the following, the defeat of Napoleon in 1815, European government were driven by a spirit of conservatism. Means whatever new things Napoleon had installed had to change or to remove it. So in second point, most conservatives, however, did not propose a return to the society of pre-revolutionary days, means some modern system of measurement, they wanted to adopt it. Third point, that modernizations could in fact strengthen traditional institution. Here traditional institution means old institution. They wanted to make it more and more strong by some modernization, like the monarchy which was abolished earlier, it was again going to establish during the conservative regimes. Fourth point, a modern army, an efficient bureaucracy, a dynamic economic, the abolition of feudalism and serfdom could strengthen the autocratic monarchies of Europe. All these things which were abolished earlier were going to establish again or going to adopt it again. Fifth point, children, if you see, in 1815, representative of European power, Britain, Russia, Prussia, and Austria, who had collectively defeated Napoleon. Children, see how powerful Napoleon was. Means all three countries together they defeated the Napoleon, and after defeating him, they met at Vienna to drop a settlement for Europe. Here, Vienna is the capital of Austria. All these power, I am talking about these three countries, powerful Britain, Russia, Prussia, and Austria, who had defeated the Napoleon, sat together to decide the future of Europe. If you see, sixth point, children, the Bourbon dynasty, which had been deposed during the French Revolution, was restored to power. Here, deposed means overthrown, and French lost the territory it had annexed under Napoleon. So, under Napoleon, the Kingdom of Netherlands, which was included in it. Later on, what happened? The Belgium was set up in the north, Genoa was set up in the south for preventing French expansion in future. Seventh point, German Confederation of 39 states. Children, as in India, we have 29 states or there are 29 states. So if you see, that has been set up by the Napoleon was left untouched during the time the German Confederation of 39 states. Prussia was the largest and the strongest state. As in India, we have largest state Rajasthan, but not strongest. Remember, children, this we discuss in detail in unification of Germany. 8 point, children, autocratic did not tolerate criticism and dissents. It means autocratic ruler will not tolerate any kind of criticism or disobeying their order and sought to curb the activities see children, and sought to curb activities that questioned the legitimacy of autocratic government. All those who wanted to question the legitimacy of the government were curbed or either killed by the government. Moreover, Prussia was given new territories, including a portion of Saxony. Austria got control over northern Italy. In the next topic, we will see the role of the revolutionaries in Europe. So, children, conservative came back to power and dream of European people about liberty, equality, and fraternity seems to be disappearing from the Europe. But the memory of the French Revolution continued to inspire liberals, and see liberal people started criticizing the new conservative order. During the year following 1815, the fear of repression drove many liberal nationalists underground, and secret societies sprang up in many European states. Upholder of the idea of liberalism and against the conservative regimes of 19th century, many secret societies were formed whose main aim, children here see their aims, objectives were training the revolutionaries and spreading the idea of nationalism throughout Europe. Second point, opposing monarchy forms that had been established after the Vienna Congress of 1815. Still, people in Europe were fighting for liberty, equality, and freedom from autocratic rules. Children, most of the revolutionaries also saw the nation state as a necessary part of this struggle for freedom. If you see in this photo or figure, it is of BCP Majni. He was a great revolutionary leader. He was born in Geneva in 1807 and became member of the secret society of Carbonari. Later on, he founded two more underground societies. See what he did. He founded two more underground societies. First, he founded the Young Italy in Marseilles. Second, he founded Europe, Young Europe in Bern, capital of Switzerland. Such model of secret societies were set up in Germany, France, Switzerland, and Poland. And what he believed, see, Masni believed that God had intended nations to be the natural unit of mankind. Children, see Masni's relentless opposition to monarchy and his vision of democratic republic frightened the conservative. You won't believe, children, that once Metternich described him as the most dangerous enemy of social orders. Thank you, children. Do take very good care of yourself.